Well, hello there, Mr. Insurance Dude or Ms. Insurance Dudette. I appreciate you jumping in here because we're going to be talking about purpose today. Let's look at why purpose is so important and how it's your why and what it's going to do to affect your agency. But let's dive in after the first song. Here we go. And we are back. Welcome back. It's the Insurance Dudes. And don't forget, subscribe, like. We really appreciate you listening. So here it is, the first one, the first P, which is purpose. Let's talk about the purpose of your agency and let's define it. So it is the first part of the 5 Ps. Now remember, the 5 Ps is the framework, the 5 things that we need to have in place so that we can then insert a high-powered offense into our agency, which is going to take us to the next level by getting us both income and equity, right? We want to focus on both, not just the day-to-day, what we'll be making and what we're going to pull home and what the cash flow is going to be, but also in growing the value of our book so that we can insure ourselves against reduced comp. Nobody wants their comp to go down, but we have to offset. If our percentages on comp is going down, we need to focus ultimately on the equity in the agency because that is going to be where we get our money back from our investment. So let's define the purpose. The purpose is the reason why your agency exists and the unique value it brings to your clients. So it is very important. It's not a measurable thing. It doesn't have numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers. I love data. And it is more challenging to really quantify purpose. It's more of one of those esoteric things that we have out there. These are the ways that our agency is going to operate. They're the non-negotiables. I realized that because these 5 Ps were in place, it facilitated putting that high-powered offense on top. So having that clear purpose was super vital for my agency. It changed things. It really changed the way that I did a lot of things. And then as I brought on, as we started to grow and we were really putting some numbers down, 250, 300,000 in premium, all goes back to those things that we put into place because we could write a ton of business, but if we don't have all of these things in line, then I think it's more of a luck. It's more of a short-term play than it is a long-term sustainable growth strategy. I know I'm going to say it. I've said it and I'm going to keep saying those things. I have to drive that point home. We can't just focus on creating more income. We have to increase the value of our book. So now I'm making decisions based on the purpose. And then ultimately, as I step out of the day-to-day decision-making role, it was that guiding light for my ops manager to make those decisions. But everything that we do has to support and be in alignment with the purpose. Otherwise, it's a no. And what does that do for us? It really helps us differentiate our agency in the market. It helps us create a unique identity for ourselves, which is important. We want people to recognize us for our purpose. We want people to be attracted to working with us because of our purpose. So whatever it is, right? Whatever that purpose is, we have to make sure that it's well understood and that we use that purpose not only in our day-to-day and making sure that all of the other P's align with that purpose, but also the purpose helps for the employees that we have and helps them to be more successful. Also, we're going to use that purpose in our hiring, right? So we're going to apply that purpose to our principals. We're going to apply that purpose to our people. We're going to apply that purpose to the processes. We're going to apply that purpose to our performance so that all of it is this ecosystem where everything funnels up and supports that purpose. Our purpose here at the Pretzinger Agency is to educate and help folks who are looking for insurance and don't have the right coverage, to help them understand what they need and why they need it so that their families are better protected. So this was really important as the guiding light in our training, in our marketing, in our onboarding, in our interviewing, in our hiring, in every facet of the agency. It's important to ask, does doing it this way support and align with our purpose? And as that purpose becomes more and more ingrained in the culture of the agency, the people and team that we bring in are going to further strengthen the culture because now we're hiring towards the culture. We're hiring towards that purpose-driven culture that we've created. And voila, all of a sudden, there's a lot of buy-in. And we have folks that want to get it done, which is remarkable. That's the impact that you get, right? Because we installed purpose, we spent the time to lay down and navigate what was important to the team and what they thought would lead to the biggest impact when talking with people who are getting quotes for insurance, impact in their lives and giving them the protection that they need instead of just doing quotes and pitching product. That's not our goal. Our goal is to uncover and identify the holes that they currently have and help to eliminate those so that they are properly covered, and then they can set it and forget it. So think about it. I'd love it if you put some ideas in the comments. And of course, if you're listening on the podcast forum, why don't you go ahead and put a comment in there as you're writing your review? We really appreciate it. So thank you. Next time, we're going to be talking about the second P, which is the principles. And these are going to be the things, the core values that help to prop up and support your purpose. Thank you for listening. We really love you guys and appreciate you. We will talk soon.